What is up? We have a little bit of a breakdown from yesterday's trade. I did not trade today. I need to get back. So next week I'm going to fully be back. I expect next week to be pretty good, actually. But we're going to go to Ronan. Get in here. Well, hold on. Hold up. Alright, this is perfect. Alright, here. Let's go load.
This is the Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to IFEGs of the day. We have 5.
So my trade was 9:45 a.m.
Right, we got 9:45, 9:50, 57, 10:08, 10:45. Let's get right into it. Starting off with the 9:45 5-minute long. Now I gave this trade an A or a B plus. Why did I do that? Well, going into the good part of this trade, you obviously have the 9:30 PO3. You're with the trend. You have a healthy close, and you have okay manipulation. So obviously you can see the 9:30 PO3 visualized right here. Now this is the 5-minute time frame, so it's a little bit harder to see. But we do make this swing after taking previous day high.
I didn't even know about
that swing on the 1 minute with the 9:30 candle opening. So this is exactly what we have here. We
What the
generated
fuck?
liquidity, ran lower, mitigated a 30-minute gap, respected this 15-minute
This is
as well,
the easiest
sweeping out these lows, and then instantly inverse.
Okay, I just fucked it up. I didn't even know about the 930 PO3. I didn't even, like I said, I don't have the PO3 indicator, but I guess it's like AMD structure, really.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to IFEGs
Here, hold on.
of the day.
We'll
We have
rewatch.
5
I won't
to
pause
go
it. I'll
over,
talk
as
about
you
it
can see.
after.
Right, we got 9:45, 9:50, 57, 10:08, 10:45. Let's get right into it.
I got in at
Starting
8:45.
off with the 9:45 5-minute long. Now I gave this trade an A or a B plus. Why did I do that? Well, going into the good part of this trade, you obviously have the 9:30 PO3. You're with the trend. You have a healthy close, and you have okay manipulation. So obviously you can see the 9:30 PO3 visualized right here. Now this is the 5-minute time frame, so it's a little bit harder to see. But we do make this swing after taking previous day high, and we edge that swing on the 1 minute with the 9:30 candle opening. So this is exactly what we have here. We generated liquidity, ran lower, mitigated a 30-minute gap, respected this 15-minute as well, sweeping out these lows, and then instantly inverse that gap, with that healthy close. And then, of course, we're with the trend, as you can see. But why did I say okay manipulation? Well, that actually leads us into the bad part of this trade. You are in a super high premium. Another thing to note is the distribution, right? We are 100 points away from the next sell side liquidity pool, and the imbalance won out.
So, what I wrote for this trade. So, this trade, you are targeting high resistance. Plus, we are very close to 9 a.m. manipulation. So, more likely to get stopped. So, that means new high time frame candle is opening up, and it often manipulates higher or lower. So, it could either go to stop loss or TP very fast. And you don't want something below your stop loss to become high probable draw for market to take, because price is rejecting that 30-minute internal high we saw before market open, resting inside of a gap, right? That's why is it internal high? It's resting inside of a gap, right? Or an internal low, resting inside of a high time frame key level. And we are showing bearish pressure. Plus, we are super, super premium overbought. So taking longs that far into premium is kind of risky and lower probability, since price needs to retrace sometime, which is why Ronan showed it today. The 5-minute IFEG was good. Ronan said it should have gone break even at the high, which we entered after the retest, after we swept the high, not knowing there was an SMT. If I entered on the 5-minute close and not the retrace. Because Ronan said it had 9:30, or no, we'll say 8:30 PO3, and decent manipulation because we were in a premium on the higher time frame. Overbought. We can go back to the video.
Our leg below. Oh my gosh, right? So bad. If you go onto the 1 hour.
He also said, but the trade was a continuation, so we traded with the trend. well, but like he said, we were also in a pre, so lower. Especially with Piccoli. Holy fuck, learned Volcata. Trend. Alright, we can go back to this.
This is why the manipulation is bad, and I think the trade, me personally, I think the trade like somewhat should have been avoided, but it's not a horrible trade at that. Our last retrace was at 3 o'clock, right? So London session in this entire move up has just been generating liquidity. So we had swept out previous day high right here, left this entire imbalanced leg, and you're essentially expecting price to keep this high premium, distribute off of a 15-minute retrace, and run another 100 points, all within a premium, and not rebalance the 1 hour at all. So that's my biggest issue with this trade. That's why I didn't take it. But of course, this trade is somewhat valid. I'm not going to sit here and say it's a horrible trade, but it should not have been a loss. At this high, we obviously end up rejecting it and then taking the swing low right here. But we took this internal high with an SMT. If you did not recognize this SMT, you're not paying attention to the charts as diligently as you should be. This SMT was so indicative.
It was fucking nuts, and this is Ronan's breakdown. It was, oh my god, that SMT sucks. We're gonna go just over here. I'm gonna see if it takes us to the video. Oh, beautiful.
Welcome back to
I love that.
Of a reversal, and this leads us into our next trade. Next, we have the 950.
All right, so yeah, that's basically the trade that we took. And then apparently, Blake took a trade today. We're going to go to your channel. No views. That's fine. I'm not stressing about that. PB Blake. What's my Parfum? Oh, well, that just got me fucking banned. I'm fucked. Alright, Blake popped up and took a trade today. Apparently. Let's see what happened. I'm assuming this was the trade from yesterday. Hold on. Oh, did they just get rid of it? Lawns. He had to have took Lawns. This actually looks... This looks free. Price opens up. Come into this 4-hour gap. We respect the 4-hour gap. We kind of were accumulating manipulation. We've opened up 1 hour. We tap into a 15-minute down here at 9:30 a.m. We respect that. I mean, shit, if you want. This is what I'm assuming. Taking this plane into this 5, and you probably wait for the second 5-minute inverse. You go break even up to here. Nah, he definitely took something else. Or he got in on this 3-minute. I don't know. Maybe he took shorts. That's 9:05. This is around 9:50. No, this was definitely not the long he took. He took shorts. He had to have took shorts down to this 4-hour. I'm assuming the 15-minute open up. No, but we did sell off market open. Accumulation, manipulation. Get a bit of a retrace there. Yeah, this is probably, I'm assuming it's not this. What I'm assuming is he took shorts. Yeah, this is what I'm assuming he took down to the 4-hour. And that ran, but we'll see. we're gonna watch Blake's video, and then we'll do back testing.
Move up on the high time frame.
What the fuck? Here we go.
There was a telephone.
Today's trade recap of the day today is January 16th, Friday, 2026. I'm going over today's price action. The one trade I am taking today, I made $23,000 on the day. I could have made a lot more if I did my risk correctly. This was a banger 3.7R trade, and it absolutely broke.
Yeah, he took the short. I know he took that short.
It's such a textbook setup. I'm really happy with how I played this. If I would have held this, dude, I would have had, oh my god, that's so insane. But I took my piece of the pie. I'm happy with it. I'm going to show you guys the trade I took. First things first, let's get into the P&L.
Yep.
Bada bing, bada boom.
700, 800 across 20.
23 bandos, $800
Across 28.
all of my accounts. Let's freaking
Yeah,
go.
that's the goal, bro. Oh my
And we're
gosh.
back, baby. We're back on the month. All right. So this was a 30-second entry, and let's just start.
Jesus,
off
guy,
let's
30
get
second.
Straight into it. No need to wait. All right. Let's get into it.
Well, you know what we gotta open up. We have to open up our A+ trades because if this was textbook, we gotta journal it. We're gonna start a new page. Today would be trade 4. One 16 26. We'll just go. Hold on, let's get this YouTube video all the way over here. In group 1. He took that short. I knew it.
9:30 open. I was leaning more bullish, honestly. Reasoning for that was because we did have.
So this was Blake's trade, and coming into the day, he said he was leaning more bullish.
Have London Lows trade into this hourly for rally gap right here. So as you can see, if we just take a look over.
Because we had London Lows trade into an hourly gap to push us higher before market open. So holy fuck. Blake's. Alright. Because we had a sponsor, right? So I understand that.
We're here at
They're in
Lows.
London. Usually
We traded
bullish
into
sign.
This hourly gap, we started getting that displacement up from here, right? We did have an hourly inversion as well.
We also had after that displacement from London Low sponsorship. We also got a 1 hour inversion on a bearish gap. So disrespecting bearish and respecting bullish. So that is another sign that leads us usually to our draws, right? Like if we're going to be bullish or bearish. But that doesn't mean we have to marry that, right?
We had this 15-minute intermediate high. We had previous day high.
We're always just trying to build a story, and you can change that story when it comes to your draw and liquidity, and that's with conditions. Why does he? What draws do we have?
Inversion as well. We had this 15-minute intermediate high. We had previous day high. Of course, we had the data highs that we left from Tuesday.
We had 15-minute internal high resting above. We had 15-minute. Did you say intermediate or internal?
Right, 15-minute intermediate high. We did have an hourly inversion as well.
We had a 15-minute intermediate high and previous day high above us for draws.
Thursday high, of course, we had these data highs that we left from
And data highs we left from Tuesday. I think going into next week we're going to be pretty bullish. I'm assuming because we have data highs resting above, previous day highs resting above. You could say those 15-minute intermediate highs too, but we'll see. Just wait.
Tuesday, right? So I was leaning more bullish. Now, this was the thing, right? I could have seen shorts, is what I was telling myself, just because we left these relative equal lows here at the sell side. This to me didn't really make much sense when we did this, when we had this big move on Thursday, and we just left relative equal lows with this hourly intermediate low, right? You usually want to see these lows get swept, and you don't want to see relative equal lows, right? So relative equal lows to me scream bearish, right? Especially if we're going to start displacing through this. So this was my condition, was London lows here. This is a obvious key level within this range, and if we are going to be bullish, what should we do? We should hit this low and start getting displacement back up, and then, potential longs could look good to all these targets since we inverted the hourly, whatever. If we start displacing through London lows, and we get, massive displacement, and we disrespect the key level that's resting within equilibrium, where are we most likely going to go? Well, to this sell side liquidity that's resting right here, right? So that was my overall bias coming into the morning, and let's play out what just happened, right? So we did end up trading up at open. We did have a 930 Judas going higher. So if we just play open here, we did have an open high. Trading up, we did hit this 15-minute intermediate high.
So sweep out that 15-minute intermediate high.
And we left like relative equal lows at London. I know probably some people shorted. There was some good trend line as well. But the inversion and just the lack of delivery on this trade was just really bad, honestly. We had this fair value gap here, which was like technically the entry if you wanted to play it more discretionary. The reason this just wasn't good was, first off, just how many candles it took to invert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. It took way too long. When you see 1-minute gaps like this holding and prices delivering off a higher time frame gap, that is just not a good sign in your bias, and like it's probably wrong, and it's probably gonna be a stop hunt. But whatever, this is just obviously not like the best short, and also I was leaning more bullish at the time, so I didn't want to be shorting. Okay, that's really it. And it did end up working. There was also like a 5-minute gap here, somewhere here. There was like a little 5 minutes, so it was a little stuff shorting. But anyways, we got that displacement, and from here I was like, okay, let's see, are we gonna soup this and trade lower? No, we absolutely disrespect this key level. Start blasting through this, right? And at this point, I'm like, yep, I'm leaning a lot more bearish here, a lot more bearish. And now, what am I looking at? Well, the main things I'm looking at, I'm going to take a look at ES. What is ES doing?
We're also targeting those relative equal lows, so that's a main draw now, right? Because of our conditions, because of what price is giving us, right? We set ourselves conditions so we don't marry a bias, and then we start telling our story. So this is how he's going to tell a story. We're going to first look at ES.
Well, if we look at what ES was doing at the time, at 10 a.m., what did 10 a.m. do? 10 a.m. ended up generating liquidity. ES was so close to the sell side liquidity here. So close. It is such an obvious pool of sell side if you can, everyone sees this, right? Everyone sees this liquidity pool, and we are so close to it. ES is a really, really obvious setup for ES, and it should take it, right? Heavily displacing towards a low. NQ also heavily displacing towards this sell side liquidity, right, that I had marked out from this morning. Now all I need to see is price to retrace into a 5-minute fair value gap and then get my inversion. That's my model, right? It's as simple as that, right? And this time
continuation.
I didn't need to see price retrace any deeper than this, just because we didn't have, we didn't take out massive draws. We weren't in a heavy discount as well. This was a pretty premium gap, right? So it wasn't like I needed to see more of a retrace than this. Also, ES was just so freaking close to this blatant low right here, and this was like really like the main objective of the day, I would say. So as long as that's not taken, I don't need to see huge retraces, and this was still just a beautiful retrace that we got on the 5-minute. We ended up trading up, and then also we got such a nice SMT. So we ended up trading up, we ended up hitting a 5-minute gap, and there was no 30-second entry here, right? So I was waiting for a 30-second gap, and we start trading up, right? And then I see this forming, and I'm like, oh my god, if we have an SMT with this 1007 high here, and we did, 1007 high, boom. This is a great sign in a reversal. SMTs inside of key levels. My key level here happened to be a 5-minute gap. We got that SMT. We got that internal soup, right? And what do we have? We have a 3-minute unfilled gap. So my thought process going into the trade, and you guys can watch the live trade
execution that I posted on my reels and my TikTok, but my thought process going into this trade was, okay, I'm going to take this 30-second short. I'll go break even at this unfilled 3 minute. If the bias is going to be truly bearish, what should price do with this 3 minute gap? Completely disrespect it and run through it. If we're going to be bullish and maybe we want to get a bigger retrace and my bias is wrong, then where should price go? It should just hit this gap. I'll be break even by that point, and then we'll start trading up. But either way, I'm going to be break even, right? So this is just a great spot, not only for buyers in the market, but also, you know, if we are going to be bearish, it's going to be ran through. So that's why I really, really like this trade. It's just the MEC model, right? And it was towards an unfilled 3 minute, which is a little bit more discretionary. I say to target unfilled 5 minutes, right? But you can play sometimes like this with 3 minutes if the bias is extremely, extremely obvious, right? So the reason I was saying at the beginning also I just ended up skewing my risk is because technically, I mean, I was risking what, bro? Like, I think I risked maybe $250. So I think I risked 0.25% on this trade. Right? Because, let me just get out of this really quick. I had a 42-point stop loss, or tick stop loss. Yeah, I was risking $200, bro. This is this is just an insane banger. But yeah, absolutely textbook setup here. And we ended up getting the 30-second inverse. I went then break even once we hit this 3 minute low. So boom, I went break even after we got the inverse right there. We closed below this gap. Boom, went break even. We got displacement. And then I hit my TP. I'm just targeting the low hanging fruit. That's it. I don't, especially on, you know, the last day of OPEX day, sorry. Price usually is a lot choppier. I didn't love this price action. And also, you know, I'm trading on a couple accounts that right now have intraday trailing drawdowns, so I need to be pretty strict about like TPs and stuff. But overall, again, just I'm targeting low hanging fruit. I'm targeting places that I know have a high probability of getting hit. And that's it. Price did end up running. And honestly, I could care less. I got my piece of the pie for the day, and I'm happy that my bias.
Yeah, and that was off that 5 minute continuation. Okay, I'm going to worry about like journaling that whole trade that Blake took later once I'm at work. But what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be back testing and going all in. Also, I don't know. I'm thinking about getting an account. I don't know if I want to go with Top Step and get their like standard 50K no activation fee. But then I got to use Project X. And I don't know how I feel about that. And I like Project X, but I also just like TradingView. I like entering on TradingView. I think TradingView is dope. So I think I'm going to stick with Alpha. I just don't know if I want to go with Alpha's. I don't know if I want to go with Alpha's. Hold on. Their zero plan. You get the 50K, $100, pay it for it, try to pass it. And I can get like a $1,200 payout. The advanced plan, no. Or no. So the 50K. Yeah. Ooh, starting balance. Standard plan, $79, and you pay an activation fee. Yeah, I'm going to stick with, but you can get $15,000 payout. I'm going to stick with their zero. I'm going to stick with the zero, just risk $1,000, hit a 1 to 1.5 or 1 to 2, and then hit a 1 to 1. And then just, yeah, that's what I plan on doing. That's what I'm going to stick to. But, all right, let's get into the trade full back test. We have, right now, we're not doing too hot, but we'll be coming back strong for this. We're going to make sure we're just taking trades that follow our rules, and that's all that matters. All right, beautiful. Let's get to this. It is Thursday. Oh, no, I don't want to jump. Wait, how far are we in the price action? Is this a brand new day? Yes, it is. All right, we can go to the 4 hour. As of right now, overnight, we were sponsored by this 1 hour gap. We came into that thing. All right, we leave some sell side liquidity resting down here. But I think this was, I'm assuming this was sponsored, so I'm clearly going to think bullish up to this unmitigated 1 hour gap in this buy side relative equal highs resting above. Maybe we can either get a pull back, I'm assuming, you know, into some sell side liquidity on the 4 hour. We also came into this 4 hour gap. Yeah, I'm thinking bullish. We'll go to the 2 hour actually first and just mark up because we're inside of a 2 hour gap, which actually just got inversed. So that's interesting. We'll go to the 1 hour. We got sponsor from this 1 hour gap too. I'm clearly bullish. Come into this day, we're pushing inside this 1 hour gap, but I don't think that's going to do anything except push us lower. I'm clearly bullish. We were sponsored from this, just pushing us higher. Sponsored from this 1 hour, pushing us higher. Just clearly overall thinking bullish, and then no news on the day. Yeah. 30-minute. We're going to wait. We're going to wait for price to open up. Coming up into this 30-minute and into this 15-minute. I'm assuming this is accumulation, manipulation. We're going to respect this, or we're going to sweep. Oh, fuck. You know what? I'm watching this, but is there an inversion to get it on right here? No. It's going towards that buy side. Oh, shit. So it looks like this 30-minute might get respected, and if the 30-minute gets respected, we could be looking for an inversion, but we're playing on this big 5-minute. There's a 15-minute now that that got put in place. Do we leave low resistance? Not really. Not really low resistance. I'm not bearish though, but we're coming into this 15-minute gap. I'm more thinking bullish. Like I said, I mean, yeah, we have low resistance resting here. It'd be nice if we can get some manipulation. But Rudy's just 15-minute as my condition. And the 30-minute got respected, right? 30-minute candle close, respecting it. This is going to give an inversion. We got an inversion if we can get a little pullback. No pullback, but we do sweep. Manipulation. It's just like that inversion is terrible. On the 2-minute, can you get one? No. Yeah, you'd have to wait for all this and then get in. What's your risk reward, right? So we're going to wait. Because now I'm thinking we might want to continue to go bullish. I'm watching, do we have a 30-minute gap? We do. We don't have time for that 30-minute gap, though. Oh, yeah. Shit, did we just miss out on some mech lawns? No. Coming into a 15-minute, this 15-minute inverse. Dude, what's with these shit-ass entries, bro? It's 10:44. You're targeting a low that just swept liquidity. Wait for a pullback. Then I'll reconsider. It did play out, but we don't get a pullback. You know, maybe I could have entered here. Targeted onto here. Nah, fuck out of here. No trade for me. I was clearly bullish, but that 30-minute gets respected. That changes everything. Alright, yeah, it does change everything. So we're going to mark up some new buy-side liquidity. Make sure we... do we have news on this day? No news. No news Friday. We can get rid of this. Remember, I think we've taken quite a few trades already this month. We're going on a win streak, and now we've been losing a little bit. This 1 hour gets inversed. So, it's the first thing I'm going to notice. We have a 1 hour gap. Let's see if we get any pullback. Otherwise, we're in a big discount right now to come back higher. Because we sold off a bunch. And if we know about, like, the premium, what we talked about the other day. If we don't get, like, is on the higher time frame, like any pullback, which we actually, okay, we do. We sweep out all this liquidity. Wow, that short would have played out huge. Alright. Yeah, we have so much imbalanced price resting above. I never looked on the daily for that day either. Like maybe we came into a daily gap and that's why we wanted to come lower. So we're playing into this 1 hour, which got inversed. Took a while. We have a big 4 hour gap resting up above here. We're playing into a 4 hour gap right now on top of this 1 hour being here. We did just manipulate lower here. We got all this resting up above us on the daily time frame. We just came inside of a daily gap. We might want to deliver lower. Yeah, we were around a daily up there. Fucking A. Alright. We got some sell side resting here. We'll go to the 2 hour. Got some sell side. Resting here as well. Go to the 1 hour. Might get some chop here. We're calling into a 1 hour gap here. Probably gonna wait till 9 to look for something to get it in on. Alright, so 1 hour candle closes. We come into the 4 hour, we tap into it, we come into the 2 hour, tap into it, we're rejecting 1 hour. This 1 hour gets inversed, I'm targeting lower. If you can kind of get a pullback, we have low resistance resting at our stop loss. Are we tapping into a 15-minute gap or something? Jeez, how far do we have to go to the left of us? Damn. This is terrible. I'm getting eye strain. I don't like anything I'm seeing here. There we go. What time of day is this? 10:40. Of course, latest shit in the day. We have stuff to sell side. Do we want to continue lower? I mean, we're rejecting off all this. We have low resistance resting above up here. Looks like we're rejecting hard. Hard. We respected this 15-minute gap. I was going to say we can get a short here maybe. Shit, could take this. Don't know what I'm targeting. Do we want to leave all this behind? It did manipulate. This did manipulate up higher. It'd be 9:40. I want to know what's to the left of me. Oh my gosh, bro. It's just a low that came into that, which could be considered protected. Nothing on the 30-minute. Like I said, the 1 hour gave an inversion. We do have some low resistance resting above us up higher. Not really any low resistance resting lower. I'll just wait. Alright, W. No trade day. We are on the 22nd, so we're going to jump to the next day, which would be a Monday. Calendar, no news Monday, so we are skipping this day. So hopefully we get a push up. Nope, we've just been ripping lower. So we got to mark shit to the left of us now. Oh. Something's telling me we might want to get a push up into this 4 hour. This is what I will be targeting for the day. That no news Monday kind of chopped. Accumulation, manipulation into this. We swept all this out. I'm assuming we don't want to deliver back to this low. No news Tuesday. This is looking nice. 2 hour gap. And then we have a 1 hour gap where, like I said, I don't think we want to return to this. We do get a high up here. Damn it. Let's go to fucking push. Sweeps that. Alright, so on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour, let's just look. We come up, we sweep into this 4 hour. Fuck. Is this just going to be chop? The 1 hour came up into its gap. Nope, it missed it. Fucking A, dude. 30-minute gave an inversion after we swept up here. Don't think we want to return back up to here. This is just kind of, I think, a choppy day. Oh, interesting. $10.40. Did we tap in anything? 30-minute gave an inversion. You expect to push higher here. Late as fuck in the day, bro. No trade. Fucking A, dude. And we do run higher after chop, so that would just been choppy as shit. Do we have news on this day? Already came out. Okay. We're gonna mark up some buy side. Trying to at least get like 2 trades put on before I have to leave. We sweep buy side. This 4 hour gives an inversion. So we're looking bullish, right? But I think we're just coming back. I mean, this 4 hour we tap into this. Agent session gives manipulation. We're playing into a 4 hour here. This wants to get inverse. I'm assuming we'll want to continue lower. 2 hour. Okay, what the fuck is going on? Why does the 2 hour look like that? All right, we'll use the 1 hour. We don't need the 2 hour. We have the sell side resting down here. All right, nice. 1 hour gave an inversion here. We did just sweep out that. We make this. London session gave some manipulation. I'm thinking bearish because we're tapping into this 4 hour, rejecting out of it. London session gives manipulation. I'm honestly expecting a continuation just from daily profiles. Maybe I'm wrong here. I'm expecting a continuation, and it had to be down to here. We did already resweep up here, and we did just make a 1 hour buy side. News already came out. So I'm going to go to the 30 minute. 30 minute, nothing really to look at. Yeah, right around 5 a.m., 4 a.m. Tap in. We get inversion here, tap into this gap. It's a 4 hour gap or 1 hour. Why did I label that 4? Tap into the 1 hour gap, pushing lower. We got a 15 minute. I want to see manipulation higher. Or just fucking take it all out, yeah. Jeez, dude. I want to see manipulation higher for a move down. We just left all this back up higher. I'm not tapping into anything really. Except the 15-minute gap here. I'm going to wait till 9. 15. Alright, I'm bearish. Hope you can get a 5-minute pullback. Or just, sweep it all out. Now, are we tapping in anything nice? No, we just swept a bunch of liquidity. We got a 5-minute resting above. Dude. Well, my draws were correct, I guess. Are we going to be able to get an entry on this? That is not a gap. That is not a gap. That is not a gap. No gap here. No gap here. Fucking A, dude. Bro. Leaving all this behind. And there's no fucking retrace. It just dumps off. And I wanted us to tap up here and then deliver lower. Nope. Draw on liquidity was correct. Beautiful read on price action. Sponsorship, manipulation, expected London manipulation, New York continuation. What do we get? That's a beautiful... I think that's my easiest daily profile to read. Yeah. And what do you know? We continue much lower. I gotta mark up new shit now. So we have manipulated much lower. Mark up sell side here. This 4 hour gave an inversion. So did this one. So we're not playing off these. We're not playing off any of the sell side. We're going to look for a move off of all of this. Four-hour gap. We have another one resting above us up here. Let's just make sure there's news or no news. No news. No news Wednesday, I'm thinking. Yeah. We just got a 2 hour inversion on a bullish rally gap, so we're disrespecting bullish PDE raise. Looking bearish overall, even after this move up. Leave some buy side liquidity resting above us. Buy side liquidity resting above us. Leave some sell side resting lower. We have some buy side resting. Ooh, low resistance. Hold on. Try to get a dictation on where we want to go. We did leave a 1 hour gap. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. Fuck. Alright, so we're sweeping buy side right now. Pushing into this 1 hour. Looks like it's going to close bullish. I'm honestly expecting us to go sell side here. One hour closes. We inverse this 1 hour gap, right? So you'd think, oh, we want to go higher, but we tapped into this 4 hour. We left this one up behind. I'm going to get rid of all these draws. We have swept a bunch of this low resistance resting higher. We have pure manipulation, accumulation. We have a big 15-minute gap, though, that we created off this big move up. Maybe a mech. Was there a mech short there? I don't know. But we're playing into this 15-minute gap. If this gets respected... Oh, that's getting inversed. We're not going to get a pullback, though. Damn, dude. What's with us in the end of this month not being able to get anything? Playing into a 5-minute now. We have a 15-minute gap not opened up yet. I'm going to wait for... Now, this is something I'm learning. We're not going to wait for the first 5 minute to get tapped into if we have this resting above. We want to wait for the rest of them. 10:35. $10:45, 10:50. Now we're playing into a 15-minute now. If we were to take this late in the day, target this, go break even at this unfilled 5-minute. Or we're targeting that. Yeah, I'm not taking that. Yep. No trade day for me. That's something I've learned though, is like when we have gaps, if you're taking a continuation and you have a 5-minute or 15-minute resting above you, but you have another one resting above, wait for the second one, because if you get in on that first one getting tapped, it's higher probability to get manipulated because you have another one right above you that might want to get tapped. Yeah, that was just a really choppy day. Well, that gets inverse. We sweep out this sell side. So now we're pushing higher, right? This is one thing I'm noticing. We're pushing higher inside of these gaps. Do we want to continue this trend, or do we want to do something about this? We got no news this whole week. It's interesting. Overnight, Asian session manipulated into a 1-hour gap here, which pushed us higher. Pushed. It pushed us higher. We swapped out some buy side liquidity. We know about that. We left some new buy side here. We're going to get into that. This 1 hour gets inversed. This 1 hour gets inversed. Looking overall bearish in my opinion. We just left a relative equal low resting below us right here. So we left a relative equal low resting here that we did not sweep out. We're pushing higher. We're respecting this 1 hour. On the 4 hour, what do we see in the 4 hour? We're up into this 4 hour. I think we're going to push lower now. The 2 hour, we're playing inside of a 2 hour gap right now. And like I said, this 1 hour just got inversed. I'm assuming we're going to get a move lower towards back towards this relative equal low. And that's my draw. We have low resistance resting above. We're going to go in the 5-minute. Wait for something to happen. Oh, we're going to go right to it, aren't we? Yep. Well, we swept out that relative equal low. Coming into this 1 hour. Now, do we want to continue this? Overnight, London session, we were sponsored from this. We might want to continue to deliver lower. Or we have a 30-minute gap that's fresh we're getting tapped into. 15-minute candle closes. Didn't tap into this gap yet, but if we did just get inversion, I'm assuming we're going to come back and go lower. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Around 10 o'clock. What time is this? 10 o'clock. 4 hour gets respected, right? This 4 hour got inverse. We're not worried about that because we're worried about this. This gets respected. We're delivering much lower right now. 2 hour gets inversed. We're playing into this 1 hour gap. We're going to look for either this 15-minute down here to get respected. And we're going to probably target up higher. I'm going to get rid of this real quick. We just manipulated. I'm thinking... could get some potential lawns here. Now, hold on. Why might I be thinking this? This is at 10:06. 15-minute candle doesn't close for a bit. We'd be targeting into a mitigated 5-minute. I don't like that. And a 15-minute gap. I don't like that because my break even's really close. Playing into a 15-minute gap. This one just tapped into this and we respected it. The 30-minute respected. I'm assuming we'll want to deliver higher here. We have low resistance on the 15-minute resting above. We were sponsored by that, so I think we might begin a continuation because, like I said, around 4 or 5 a.m. we tapped in this 4 hour where we showed displacement lower. We just got a 2 hour inversion, so lawning back up higher. Why? Because we tapped this 1 hour. 30-minute, 15-minute, they did get respected if we're playing into a 15-minute. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't take that now. We're going to wait. Now, the 30-minute, like I said, we're pushing. Looks like we might want to push deeper. I'm thinking we might want to go for this. The 15-minute, we didn't tap into that 15-minute. We're kind of chopping right now. There we go. We tap into that 5-minute. Tap into that 15-minute. break even there. Target down to here. Is this 15-minute truly going to get respected? We do have some low resistance on the 15-minute resting above and on the 30-minute resting higher. We'd also have these lows down here. We also were tapped into this 1 hour showing displacement. The 1 hour up here, 4 hour up here showed displacement lower. Got a 1 hour inversion, another 1 hour inversion. Respecting bearish, disrespecting bullish. We're inside this 1 hour, so we're shorting inside of a 1 hour. We talked about how I don't like that sometimes, and it fucks with me. The 4 hour is about to give the inversion. So this is going to completely fuck up my risk reward. It looks like, because we're playing into a 15-minute here and a 30-minute here, do we want to respect this 30-minute? Do we want to inverse it? Something's telling me, well, 15-minute, if this gets respected after tapping in and respecting this when we're showing good displacement like this, look at this wick, right? If this is truly how this wants to close, which is going to take it gave the inversion, good displacement. Where could I go break even at? Can I even get a break even on this trade, right? That's my question. This 5 minute didn't even inverse it. It's just like it's showing rejection. I just don't like where's my break even going? We have low resistance, we're creating high resistance. Let's just even look at our rules then. If this is alright, so high resistance stop loss. Our stop loss manipulated into a 15-minute, but we're also targeting a low, we're also targeting a low that tapped into a 15-minute. So that's not as nice. Low resistance TP, we don't really have that no pattern trading, need to confirm conditions. Well, that's my thing is, I don't know, right now it's kind of forcing the setup. It feels like bust the line, high time frame, drawn liquidity with low time frame structure, use conditions, must take highest time frame. We got the highest time frame for value gap. I want to wait. I know we haven't taken a trade. This couldn't be like a winner that I'm missing out on, but my thing is like, I don't have a break even for this trade. I don't know if this 15-minute truly wants to get respected. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this wants to play. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's a W. You're targeting, yeah, it hit that low, but then at that point it reversed off of it. And we're not getting anything off this low. So and then we couldn't even get a good break even, right? That would have been break even, yeah, right away. Holy shit. I mean, it's just I feel like a silly trade, especially because yeah, we're tapping off this 15. We're tapping off this one too. I'm expecting maybe chop. Or maybe this is going to get respected, and as you can see, the 30-minute ends up respecting it. And now, maybe there was a low-key, was there a lawn here to take? Nah, I don't know. What time is this? It's too late in the day. All right, we got no other trades. We got to at least get 2. Do we want to deliver higher? We do deliver much higher. All right, so now this 1 hour gets completely filled and ran through. This buy side liquidity gets swept. We sweep out all this buy side resting above. Wow. Coming to this. All right, let's go to the higher time frame. We don't need that. Came into this 4 hour. We leave up this high resting above. Maybe there's an SMT. I'm going to look on ES just to make sure for that. We're going to put a buy side right here. Yeah, I want to do that. I actually want to look at that. ES. Okay, bro. Hold on. That's that high. We'll go to MNQ. I hate that it does that, bro. Yeah. Oh my god, bro. So we have a SMT off of that 4 hour, right? We're respecting this 1 hour. This was overnight. We manipulated into that 4 hour. We do sweep out some buy side liquidity. We do tap in this 1 hour. We're respecting it. This was around 15. All right. Overall, looking bearish. We're respecting bullish. We're respecting bearish PD arrays. Disrespecting bullish. Give a 1 hour inversion here. We do come to this 1 hour, respect it, and it's pushing us higher. So that's interesting. We do leave some buy side resting above up here. It's a Friday. It's one of the last Fridays of the month. News already came out, so we do have news. We haven't had news this whole week. It's been pretty choppy, no trades, so maybe this can help us. So we do have a high time frame bearish SMT inside of this gap. Don't think we want to return to this point. I don't on NASDAQ, but we'll see. We'll see. Nothing on the 1 hour to give me confidence really, except this relative equal low. So, and then this overnight too, we came into this sweep out, respect this. I think we'd want to go higher. We're playing into a 1 hour gap resting up above here. Could be a choppy day, maybe not. Manipulation, beautiful. Not, it's just manipulating that low. Oh yeah, that's right off that market open. I'm not liking that. Well, now we have some high resistance. We had a lot of low resistance resting higher that we just swept out. Assuming we might want to deliver a little bit lower. 5 minute just gave an inversion. You're targeting this. Like, what the fuck is that? Exactly. We're going to wait. 9:55. Alright, now that 1 hour closed. 1 hour gave an inversion. Yo. We might want to come back up to this. We have that S&T, but the 1 hour just gave an inversion on this gap. And we sweep out that buy side. Might expect a little retrace. Are we playing into a 15-minute gap? Nope. Wow, we actually get an inversion there. Hold on, hold on, hold on. That's not low resistance, though. Are we just getting chop? Bro, what is this chop? Bro, what is this chop? I didn't think we wanted to deliver back up to here, though. Like, maybe a continuation long, but like this, we had an SMT, and this was inside of a high time frame key level. These were the draws. It's just we don't get an entry towards these draws. Maybe we did, and I just didn't force it, but... yeah. Holy ass. Alright, yeah, we delivered much lower, so that was a very good read of price. We're going to jump into the next day. We're now into May. So the last month we didn't end it too well. We have PMI on a Tuesday. The last month we were doing not too great, but probability's going to do its thing. We're ideally, like I said, trying to get a couple trades going through here. So today I'm probably only going to be able to get 1 or 2, but coming Sunday, my goal is to be able to put on like quality 15 trades. Like going through the rules, take my time with it, 15, 20 trades. And I'm really excited for that. And just building data, because then we have up to almost like 50 trades worth of data to go off of and can really get an idea of like what my win rate's potentially going to look like at the end of this whole back testing session to 100 trades. And then from after we get to that 100, then we can make kind of small refinements, get an idea, and then improve it. Take it into the live market, make 2 refinements, and then take that into the live market. And then the goal from there is just keep compounding, keep focusing on growing, and overall, the goal really would be like a 70 to 80% win rate by the end of the year, which would be insane. So let's just look at the daily first off. We just saw previous day lows. We just swept some previous day lows. We did have that high time frame SMT, but I don't know if that's what I want to deliver us lower. The 4 hour. Like I said, we swept out those previous day lows. We got nothing to the left of us, really. like for quite a while. Yeah, that's insane. All right, no, we do just a little. I'm assuming we want to continue going bearish. Come up here, we sweep out this, we end up pushing higher. We're inside of a 4-hour gap resting right now. We have news at 9, so hopefully that can give us some good manipulation. We have a 4-hour gap resting above here. We're going to wait. We're going to go to the 2-hour and the 1-hour. We're playing into a 1-hour gap right now. I'm going to wait till news comes out. How this is looking to me is low-key, I feel bullish. I don't like that we have a 1-hour resting up here too. We do have that news release. So we're probably not going to be able to look for a trade until like 9:05. 1 hour gives the inversion. So we're inside this 4-hour. I'm assuming we're going to want to push higher. We just swept previous day lows. So I'm assuming we'll want to push a little bit higher to fill in this imbalance price. We just got an inversion. We did just leave this relative equal high resting up there. We do have some chop right now. I'd like to see a little bit of a pullback. Nice little manipulation into that 5-minute. It's just a 5-minute. 15-minute manipulated earlier right at market open and pushes higher. One, two, three, four. This just manipulated. It's not our stop loss though. You can go break even up to here, target up to this buy side, target into this gap. 15-minute got respected. Remember, news came out. We just got a 1-hour inversion. I'm assuming we swept previous day lows. I'm assuming we'll want to push higher. 30-minute just gave an inversion too. Fucking yeah, this is gonna be a terrible RR. Fuck off, dude. Fuck off. So dumb. That's so dumb, bro. Just give me a good entry. Damn. Now that we did that, we haven't opened up a 15-minute. I mean, obviously, we were clearly bullish. We did just tap into this 1-hour gap now. We have rebalanced. Do we want to continue to push higher? We tapped into a 30-minute and a 15-minute. Ideally, these can get respected, and we can target down lower to like this unfilled 5-minute. Would have to go break even like right away. Fucking late ass entries, bro. Fuck off. Yeah, shit, dude. Alright, so we got sell side there. This new buy side resting higher. This 1-hour gets inverse. So right now we're disrespecting bearish PD arrays, and it looks like we're respecting bullish. We do get a tap into this 1-hour, and it pushes us higher. And that is during New York pre-market. We do have some highs resting above us. Up here on the 1-hour. Do we have news on this day? Jolt's job openings at 9. We go to the 4-hour. So what do we leave on the 4-hour? I'm assuming a big 4-hour gap, or maybe not. Can this load? Damn it. Let's go. Alright. not into a 4 hour here. Are we in a daily? Is there a daily gap? There's gotta be. No. But we did sweep those previous day lows. We still, I think we want to go higher here. I mean, maybe fill deeper into this 1 hour, but we got news at 9, so we're gonna wait till 9 comes out. Oh yeah, I'm bullish. Coming into this 30-minute gap, which has already been tapped to push deeper. Fuck you. It's not gonna give me an entry. Yep. Oh, we'll close. I'm thinking bullish. Maybe we can get a pullback. It's great manipulation. Yeah, I'm looking for a pullback here. See why? Because the 30-minute, look at that close, the 15-minute. There's no 15-minute gap here, really. 15-minute just gave an inversion up here. I'm wanting to see this pullback in this 5-minute. We pulled back into a 5-minute, no 15-minute, but the 15-minute gave an inversion up here. We did sweep out some of these draws, but I do think we might want to return to them. It's 10-18. Five-minute gave the inversion. I'm not targeting this low because you're targeting a low that just manipulated. Fucking A, dude. What is this chop? Yeah, no trade. Fucking choppy price action, bro. It's getting on my nerves. Holy chop. Jolt's job openings didn't do shit except fucking fuck a price action. Well, we're accumulating, and I'm assuming that's due to us being inside this 4 hour, right? So don't know where we want to go from here on the 2 hour. Dude, this is just chop. Like, what is even any of this? We're sitting inside of a range, so we're going to be very selective. Does it mean, oh, there's a trade to take? No, that's not what that means. We have to be very selective if we're just sitting inside this range until we can get, like, a nice little breakout. Maybe predict a breakout leg? I don't know. News on this day. Fed press conference. So, yeah, we're not trading. We're going to just jump. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Like Fed, I noticed Blake said Fed press conference whenever we have those big news events at like 2. It's best just to like not trade that day or trade after the event, just because of it's probably going to be slow and because market's going to wait to make its move till later. So what do we see on this 1 hour? We're respecting bullish and we're disrespecting bearish right now. This 4 hour gets inverse. Yeah, we are disrespecting bearish or value gaps and respecting bullish, but now we are delivering from sell side, buy side liquidity. So we're looking where we're delivering from. It looks like we're respecting this 4 hour gap. We left a relative equal high. We're playing into a 4 hour gap. What day is this? This is a Thursday. Do we have news on this day? No news. We're playing into a 4 hour gap right here. This is what pushed us higher, manipulate. I don't know if we'll want to return back down to this. I'm thinking we might either chop or we might get something out of this. We have a 2 hour gap resting above us that has not been tapped. On the 1 hour, leave some buy side liquidity resting right above us. We're playing into a 1 hour gap resting here. hit CE. Oh shit. Alright, beautiful, beautiful. 4 hours to give an inversion, 1 hour to get an inversion. We leave this behind. Do we want to come down to this? I don't know. It's a good question. We have lows down there. 15-minute gap just gave an inversion. 30 minutes just gave an inversion. We're going to want to see a pullback of some sort. This would be a no trade day. It's going to just deliver lower. I mean, look on the 15-minute. There's not a single pullback that is good and or valid. There's going to be a whole trading session where we haven't got a single trade. I might just skip. Dude. People calling me, dude. I don't have time for that. Respectfully. So we're disrespecting bullish PDA raise. As of right now, that's where we're delivering from, especially from up there. Don't know if we'll want to return to that point. We're going to go to the 4-hour markup gaps that we have. I'm kind of just getting annoyed with this. This is just terrible PA. Or maybe it's just terrible for me. Don't know. This swept, so we left a low here, and now we got a relative equal low with these 4-hour gaps resting above. 2-hour, we just manipulated higher. Let's look on the 1 hour. Yeah, we're going to see. Do we got news on this day? Non-farm payroll. All right, non-farm payroll. It's kind of just choppy. We want to see some good manipulation. Assume it's going to be lower. Market likes to go for that easy manipulation. 30-minute. Now I got to go further to the left of me, bro. This is what I'm talking about, this price action, bro. Might just skip this. Yeah, because I got to mark up all this shit to the left of me. Expecting probably a pullback. Wow. So we're pushing higher. News hasn't come out yet. It's about a... Looks like we're rejecting off something. We're going to get a 5-minute inversion here. News came out. Oh, news came out a long time ago. Looks like we're inverse this 5-minute, but we respected that. Came into a 15-minute, just reswept. This 15 minutes getting respected. This one's getting respected. I'm just not trading. At this point, assuming it jumps higher. No, it didn't. Or, yeah, it did. It did run higher. All right. Well, now we're into the next day. We're gonna have to jump. I might just not even post any of this, bro. This is just tomfoolery. No news Monday. Alright, we get a little bit of a push out. Remember, this swept up here. We get another 1 hour buy side. We have all these relative equal high, not relative equal highs, but low resistance highs resting up here. The 4 hour. You had a tiny 4 hour gap here. It got inverse. We left some sell side resting below here. Assuming the draw is much, much higher. A 2 hour gap resting here, which is unmitigated. Do we have news on this day? No news Tuesday. So we have that 2 hour. We have some buy side resting up above us. I do not want to go to work tonight. I'd rather just be locked in. 2 hour gap above us. Let's go on the 4 hour right, the 1 hour. Leave some sell side liquidity. Uh-oh. Playing into this 30 minute, leaving this relative equal high behind. We have some low resistance resting lower. I'm thinking bullish. 1 hour candle just closed. 30 minute gets respected. We manipulate into that 30 minute. 15 minute gives an inverse. 15 minute gets respected. We have a 15 minute now resting right here. Go break even up to here. We get a nice little pullback. Do we have anything on the daily that we're playing into? Swept previous day lows. I feel like we might want to come higher here. We do have these highs resting up here. We did get a 4 hour inversion, remember. We haven't displaced into any gaps here, but this manipulated. We do have this low resistance resting lower. The 1 hour then, right? What's on the 1 hour? 1 hour ended up getting inversed here. We have no 1 hour gaps resting lower, just these highs resting right here. I think we'll want to go and get. We didn't manipulate into anything really here except like that 15 minute that gets respected and that 30 minute, but we are playing into a 50 minute. Does this want to get respected and push us lower or not is my question. I mean, at the end of the day, we go break even up at this high and then just want to kind of hope and pray that this would play out. Let's go to retrace into this 5 minute, I'm assuming. And then there's our 15 minute, no. $15-minute candle close like it's got to respect it. Huh. That's not bad. We can get a nice little pullback then. See if we want to respect that. Or just not get an entry. That's why you don't take that trade though. Why? We kind of just went over that. I don't like that there was low resistance. It looks like this 5 minutes go to get an inversion. Or yeah, beautiful. That was beautiful actually. 10:45. You can maybe get a move off of this. Or no trade at all. Hold on. So we jump the next day. We make relative equal lows. Ignore that. As you can see, we sweep out these lows. Playing into a 2 hour gap, which has already been completely filled. Is this even 1 hour low? Probably going to be. Sorry for that noise. Roar. Alright. On the 1 hour inversion. 1 hour inversion. Curious to see what we want to do here. Well, on the 15 minute, we're playing into this big 15 minute gap. I assume we will want to push higher into it. That's interesting. We manipulate. We don't inverse this. Tap into this 30-minute. It's unfilled 15-minute below. We're playing into a 5-minute right now. Playing into this 15-minute. What do we want to do here? This 15 minutes getting respected. Might just expect chop here. No trade day. Absolute no trade day for me. We jump to the next time. Bro, we just keep delivering lower. What's the news day? PPI already came out. We just ripped so much lower. Alright, we'll go to the 4-hour. We'll look to the left of us. What we got to look at is everything that's under 11.55, 11.755. So everything that's under that. So we have sell side liquidity to the left of us, sell side liquidity to the left of us. On the 4-hour, we have a tiny 4-hour gap here. Playing into a 4-hour up here. Just gotta move this. Four-hour. This is what's annoying as shit, bro. Where does price want to go from here? Are we in a daily? I was looking on the daily. Nothing really. Keep just making new lows on the daily. We just keep ripping lower. I'm assuming we're going to get a pullback at some point. 2-hour gap resting up there, 2-hour gap resting there. We have a 2-hour gap resting here. Interesting. We'll see. Buy side liquidity will come in. We'll wait for market open. Oh, I'm targeting lawns. It's 940. Are you for real? Was there a fucking lawn entry? There wasn't even, bro. Shouldn't want to have played. All we know is the 4-hour gets respected after manipulating. We swept out these lows. Playing into a 15-minute gap. This has just been chopped. We'll probably have to wait a little later. We'll probably have to wait for a move off of, is this a 2-hour? This 2-hour and this 1-hour gap. It's too late in the day to really see anything off of that, so we'll use the 30-minute. Nope, 15-minute, nope. Maybe a little move down into the 5-minute. Chop. Absolute chop, dude. We have not gotten a single trade. It's already the 13th of May. This whole session. Maybe I'm being too selective, but I do know the trades that I was thinking about putting on and I faded were losers. I didn't like them that much. And they ended up losing, you know. So it's fine. That's beautiful. That's what I like to see. Fade the losers. We were reacting off this 4-hour, respecting this, push us higher, respecting bullish PD arrays, pushing us higher and higher. On the 2-hour, we came into this 2-hour gap. We just closed inside of it. See, maybe we'll want to deliver lower into a 2-hour that's unmitigated resting down here. We have a 2-hour unmitigated resting right below it, the 4-hour that's unmitigated. I'm assuming we'll have some draws on the 1 hour as well for target. What's the news on the day? News at 9. Alright, and we got sell side liquidity. Resting right below us, we can go to the 1 hour. Sell side liquidity, resting here. We got news at 9, so we're going to wait till 9 to look for anything. We're playing into a 1 hour gap right here as well. We got some sell side resting here. What I'm assuming is we push lower. If you come here, we'll see reaction off of it. We're going to open this up. Fucking A. Are we for real? Alright. So, we sweep out this sell side. We don't come into these gaps. We leave this behind. We're pushing higher. We just got a 1 hour inversion. I'm thinking we're going to go up to this, up here, this gap resting higher. Are we playing inside of a 30-minute? No. We're not. We are, actually. I want to expect a little bit of a pullback here, ideally. Or not, you know. 30-minute gave that inversion now. Can we get a pullback? We have one right here. I'd like to see a little bit of a deeper fill at 1040. Okay. Hell yeah, give an entry at 1050. I like that. That's beautiful, actually. And then target all the way up to this high. You know, I don't know how I feel about that. We have an unfilled 15-minute resting right below us we might want to retrace into. And it's just kind of choppy. I didn't like that trade. It was kind of late in the day. It's 12 o'clock at this point. And the trade would have played out for 1-to-1. Right? Yeah, fuck me. It's just late in the day, dude. 10:50. I mean, that's 9:50 for me. It's got to be perfect. And we did actually come down into a 15-minute. Did I miss that? Or what? So these came down and swept, but we didn't tap any of this imbalanced price, but we tapped into the 1 hour here, respected it, pushed us higher. We tapped into this one, respected it, pushed us higher. We're respecting bullish, disrespecting bearish. We just swept out this high up here. We have a high resting up here in the 1 hour that I'm going to mark up now because this is a draw. It's looking like. So we have a 1 hour resting above us. Okay. 1 hour resting above us. We have some sell side resting here that we use to manipulate and push us higher. We go on the 4 hour. What's on the 4 hour? 4 hour gap we came into as well. Yeah, I'm bullish. We're coming into a 1 hour here, and we're coming into a 2 hour right now, seeing how we want to react off of this. Oh, fuck, we have to jump the next day. Okay, now we can go. And it's a No News Monday, isn't it? Every single time. And manipulate and went higher, but that's chop. Alright, so we got sell side resting there. We manipulated. We did push lower, right? And then we are going right back higher. This 1 hour now. I don't know about you guys, but that got inversed. And we soaked up some buy side liquidity, so that's nice to see. We sweep out some buy side. We do have low resistance resting below us right now that we might want to return to. Do we have news on this day? Powell speaks at 2. Yeah, we just chopped. We do sweep out buy side. We have news on this day. Building permits. Okay, it already came out. So this could be a normal trading day. April, dude, there's no way we get a 0 trade month. Either I'm being too mechanical or because this is crazy. We do leave a lot of low resistance resting buy side as well. I am thinking we're going to get a nice day here maybe. We're going to go on the first, the highest time frame. We'll go on the daily, see what we did on the daily. We don't come into a daily gap, we do have a daily gap. Resting below us. Are we wanting to deliver to that? We've swept 4 hour buy side liquidity, so we're delivering from buy side, pushing lower. We have low resistance resting all beneath us. Inversing 2 hour bullish gaps, pushing higher. I mean pushing lower. So we're disrespecting bullish right now. Yeah, we're just completely disrespecting bullish, and we leave this behind. We're going to see. Coming into the day, we're going to be very patient. We're going to go on the 15 minute and see if we want to manipulate into something higher, ideally. Or we're going to manipulate lower first. So, we sweep out that sell side. We have all this resting below us. Wow. This resting below us, we're respecting this 15 minute. 30 minute looks like it's going to respect its gap, but we are playing down into 30 minute gap here. Wow. Leave this behind, but we did sweep out some liquidity on the 30 minute. 30 minute gives an inversion on its gap. I think we're getting a pullback. We have a 15 minute resting up here. Kind of choppy accumulation. Accumulation, manipulation. Holy fucking inversion. Want to just target up to here? It's actually basically perfect. Holy shit. Are we respecting a 15 minute gap? No. There's just no fair value gap we're bouncing off of, which I don't like. This would have been a break even either way. I would have gone break even at that 5 minute high, and then we would have gotten stopped. Oh, we tapped in that 15 minute. We got low resistance resting below. Can we get a clean inversion? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this 15 minute tapped in, respected that. We inversed the 30 minute. Remember, we are displacing lower. You're disrespecting bullish PD arrays coming in today. We do have this, which did sweep, but we left a relative equal low resting there. You get a 1 minute inversion. The only thing about this 1 minute is it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles to inverse. Do we truly want to respect this 15 minute? I'm not taking that just because of that inversion, but I like to see some good manipulation higher. Oh, fuck! There's not even an inversion, bro. Said, fuck your entry. We're gonna sweep that shit out. Are we for real? We just left low resistance resting here. Are we for real, bro? What time of day is this? 10:35? You know where I think we going? We going way back down lower. That's actually nice. It's a 10:45. Now playing into a 15 minute. 10:54, bro. 1, 2, 3, 3 candles inverse. Playing into a 30-minute to the left of us? Yeah, we are. Fucking gay, dude. 15-minute gets respected. Playing in this 5-minute, we don't get an inversion. We get inverse this one, respect this one. We do have these up resting above us. It's late in the day. But it plays out. It doesn't matter. It's late in the day, but it wants to play out. You assume we'd be going for all this too. Fucking dumb. Yeah, that would have played out so nice. Came into all these gaps too, resting below in that daily. Fuck, maybe I shouldn't have taken that. That was late as shit in the day too. 10:45, bro. So, now we gotta mark up a bunch of new shit. Is there news on this day? No news. As of right now, we left a low behind, and so we have relative equal lows resting here. Maybe we don't want to go and get that. We tapped into this 4-hour bearish gap for value gap. We're respecting. What does it tell me? We are respecting bearish. All right, and we are delivering from sell side right now after we swept all that stuff, all of that. We'll get rid of this. We'll get rid of this. 12:42. All right, that's fine. 4-hour. It's not even like I'm trying to be picky. It's just like not valid entries. Playing into a 2-hour gap. So we have that 2-hour gap resting here. We have a 2-hour gap resting above. A lot of imbalance price here. A lot of it. I think we might want to come and deliver into these and then want to come down to those relative equal lows. Or we're just going to push higher into these gaps. We did leave sell side here. Yeah, just relative equal lows resting right here. Pretty prominent. I'm assuming we came into that daily now. Yeah, we did. We inversed it. That's a daily low too. We have previous day low resting right here. Playing into a 2-hour gap right now. Love to see that get respected and want to push us lower. Playing into a 1-hour as well. We do have some sell side resting right here. Yeah. Oh fuck even that. We have a 1-hour gap resting right here. That we didn't tap into, that we left. We'll go to the 15-minute. Let price open up. We're playing into a 15-minute gap right now that just gave an inversion. This is actually looking great. Okay. We sweep out all that. We tap in. Looks like we're respecting this 30-minute gap. We have an unmitigated imbalance resting below us. We're playing inside of this 2-hour. Does it want to respect it? Maybe. We came into a 2-hour gap up here as well on that sweep. That's huge. If we're being so for real, go break even, target all the way lower. You know, it'd be nice if you gave me a fucking entry. Great pullback. Huge. Why do I like this? Tap up into, by the time this, what time is this? 9:45? We're almost, oh, we could get manipulated here. Because this is a 2-hour want to inverse is my question, right? Previous day lows, relative equal lows with that previous day low. Unmitigated 1-hour imbalance resting here. We come into a 1-hour gap here. It looks like we might want to respect it and a 2-hour, but we might want to inverse this. 30-minute, okay, load, please. The 15-minute came into a gap resting up here. Respected it. We came into 2-hour above and respected it. We have on the 15-minute a small imbalance that we might want to respect here. I don't like. Fuck. Look at the 5-minute though. Low resistance, liquidity. This never got swept. This. We get a beautiful 5-minute inversion. Takes 2 candles, but we just inverse this 5-minute, but we're playing into this 5-minute that we respected. I'm gonna wait. Although I like this. Now this is where we could be looking for something. Because if this 5 minute wants to get respected. See, that's why you wait. That is why you wait. Because now it's 10:02. And this 2 hour did want to get inverse. So did this 2 hour. This one's getting inverse. I'm assuming we'll want to go higher here now into those imbalanced price. So we're either going to look for a continuation into a 5 minute. Or a 15 minute? No. At this point, we tapped into this 4 hour and 2 hour, I guess. 15 minute gap resting above. We sweep out 15 minute highs. Nothing much else going on right now. Shit. Unfilled 5 minute resting below. Would be targeting into a 15 minute, but you would be targeting into this unfilled 5 minute for your break even. And then you'd be targeting lower here. We're creating high resistance. We have low resistance resting below us. Do we truly want to be bearish here? $30-minute taps up into here, but there's no gap. The 1 hour taps up into there. Assuming price might want to rebalance itself, but maybe not. We did get a 1 minute inversion. It took 1, 2, 3, 4 candles to inverse. It's 10:25. Go break even at this unfilled 5 minute. Now what does this trade have? We have high resistance as a stop loss unless we want to fill deeper into this, which maybe I might want to wait for. Unfilled 5 minute resting below. Low resistance resting all around this range, going to lower time frame. Some LR resting here. So if we go to our rules, high resistance stop loss we do have, it manipulates this. Remember, like I said, so if you look on the higher time frame, we just manipulated into this 2 hour and 4 hour, just tapping it. My price might, and we swept buy side liquidity. Price might want to rebalance itself. We have an unfilled 5 minute, and then if we may want to continue higher into it, or it's going to want to deliver lower to this low resistance we have, right? And we have low resistance on the 1 minute and 2 minute resting in between this area that I'm assuming we'll want to go out and grab. Low resistance TP, muscle line higher time frame DOL with low time frame structure. Must take high time frame IFVG. The process back test. All right. Rejecting high time frame rules for MEC. We need to be rejecting high time frame fair value gap or sweeping high time frame liquidity. Highest time frame inverse fair value gap. Don't trade against an SMT. Targeting unfilled 5 or 15 minute fair value gap. Stop loss at swing order block. Break even at unfilled gap or TP of 1 to 1. I mean, the 1 minute gave the inversion. The 15 minute also respected this gap and delivered us higher. Fuck it. Fuck it, guys. Oh, wait, I already have the trade going. Shit. Alright, we're break even. Why? Because we hit that unfilled 5 minute. MEC short right now. Damn. Alright, we get a break even. We're going to just mark this up because we're going to take pictures of this now. We were able to get one trade going. Well, that was nice at least. At least we got one trade, even though it was a break even. Sucks. break even. See how this wants to play out. We'll see in a second. But I'll take pictures and I'll get this going. So we're only going to be able to get one trade put onto this for the day. And it's going to be that mech long that we got. I mean, the mech short. And it's break even. I got to journal all of this. And now it's not showing me where that entry was. What the fuck? Hold on. Yeah, wait, what? Are we not going to be able to journal this? Bro. Bro, what? No, this has got to be bait. We were targeting to make sure we were targeting here. Would have been a 1 minute. Marcus trying to give me some fuckery. No, that would have been a 1-to-1. Yeah, it's because my entry wasn't right there. Reality, if I got in right here, that would have been a 1-to-1. There's no way. There's no way this was a 1-to-1 and I just missed it. Hold on. No, we're taking this. I'm retaking this. Yeah, fuck that. Because if that was a 1-to-1, bro. Bro, if that was a 1-to-1. And I didn't fucking notice it. Yeah, we're targeting the unfilled 5 minute. Alright, that's what I'm going to leave it as then. Dumb as shit. But this is going to be what we're going to end it as. Yep. Great note. We got it. We got it. Don't need that. We targeted this unfilled 5 minute. Be a mech short. I'm going to just recap this. We only have one trade put on here right now from doing all this months of price action. But we can remark everything out apparently. Am I even going to remember my bias coming into this? The 4 hour here. We're playing into a 4 hour up here. Oh yeah, because we manipulated into this 4 hour. So we get a manipulation like into a 4 hour here. We had 2 hours in here as well. Beautiful. A nice little mech short. 1-to-1. The 1 minute took a little bit to inverse, and that's fine, but yeah, my break even was there. I didn't even take out at a 1-to-1. I mean, shit, maybe I was just being silly. We had sell side resting here. I will have to recap this, I think, just when I go into work, because I gotta leave soon. Fuck, man. So tomorrow my goal either is watch videos, which is going to be one, and if I watch videos, then take detailed notes. So watch videos, back test, and if I'm back testing, be serious about it, right? Sunday's a real back testing day. So journaling, it's going to be journaling the trade recap from today, and going deep into detail. I'm going to do that when I go into the bar, and then finish it up tomorrow, and then either back testing or going deeper on the journal. I mean, it's either going to be the journaling, we're going deep on that, and it's going to be back testing, or it's going to be watching videos. We have a 2 hour gap here. This gave an inversion too. I'm going to go to the 4 hour. I'm just going to take pictures. Was that a sweep? Oh. Let's go on the daily first, because yeah, this is a daily low. Previous day low. We'll do it like that. We'll take a picture, download the image, go to the 4 hour. Disrespecting bearish. Looks like we wanted to continue to go bearish. We had the previous day low. I was originally bearish coming into this because we were disrespecting bearish. And we had this 2 hour. Well, I'm going to have to skip over the 2 hour, but the 1 hour gets inversed. So, yep, and we inverse this 1 hour, so we're disrespecting bullish PD array, looking bearish, but then we inverse this 2 hour and this 1 hour, so we're going to take an image of this. We're going to 30 minute. We don't come into a 30-minute gap. Okay, bro. I will mark this up as a 30-minute gap that we didn't come into. We get inversion on this. So then we're looking bullish, right? Nice thing with mech is this exactly, we end up manipulating, we get manipulation leg, which I'll mark out. We can say that this is high resistance, so we have high resistance stop. Then we'll say unfilled 5 minute. Because I thought maybe we want to tap into this and then continue to go higher. We can say this too. Like, obviously we didn't go for it, but I'll just say low resistance liquidity resting here, some low resistance resting all the way between here, high resistance stop loss unfilled 5 minute, and this we would have gone break even here and then targeted down lower, but I'll take a picture, download image. There's no 15-minute gap here either, except this that respected. Mark this up as entry. 1 minute. Beautiful. That's all we need for this. We can get rid of all this. That's beautiful. We can exit this. Here, we can go look over here. I gotta plug my laptop in and end this video, and I'll just finish up all the journaling. So we have, dude, we went through a whole month of bonds. Let's just look down here. Yeah, we were up 1%. We were up $1,000, break even. April was just straight up bonds, 2 break evens, 1 loss. And then May, we have just 2 trades in May. Oh, it's because of the break even. That's funny. We have 1 win. So we're going to ideally keep this up. Like I said, we have, it says 15 trades, 1, 8 lost. Come before Monday, the goal is to have over 50 to 60 trades put on this thing. And at that point, ideally, we have a pretty solid win rate, and we have our 1-to-1 risk to reward. And yeah, that's how we're going to keep it. So I'll get this video uploaded. I believe I had the other video uploaded on YouTube. Let me just make sure. Did it upload from yesterday? Yes, it did. Alright, beautiful. Yeah, I'll get this one uploaded. This will be 500 plus trades of data, part 6. Literally only one trade we were able to find, but